Alrighty, Skwatter of the Sprites Templar back, this time with Time Ball. Very, very simple game. The cheat codes that we have going for it mean one movement of the ball through the pipe puzzle means that the level will be complete, but that's okay, because there's 100 of them, and boy do we have to get through them. Alright, let's do it. Booyah. This is another one. All of these that I've actually spent money on, so I thought, might as well, beat them, get my satisfaction off of them. Alrighty. Start that game. Booyah. Okay. Okay, we beat it, yeah! Okay, so in order to make this a whole lot less monotonous, I am going to read just a short little excerpt, something that I wrote a while ago, maybe, I don't know, a year ago or something, and just typed it out, just decided to start typing, just one night, so this is what I wrote, so let's do this. Okay, this is the legend of the land. In ancient times, the elders of Gorgonzar would gather alongside the river of Takam and participate in a ritual known as Ulukora. During this ritual, the elders would force themselves to consume large quantities of guano in order to reap the supposed benefits of long-lasting memory. It has been recorded by outsiders and witnesses of such a vile rapist that many of the elders succumbed to bacterial food poisoning from eating the feces of said bats. No one is truly sure as to why said elders perform such a queer display, since nothing of such a ritual is mentioned in the Weaver's text. The Weaver, on the other hand, not capitalized when written because said Weaver is very humble and doesn't feel that such exaltation is necessary to refer to his personage, states that the elders should be consuming large amounts of quartz stalactites instead. This is in direct contrast to stalagmites, which would completely negate the benefits of the ritual, since said stalagmites do not contain the proper humor to balance the body when it is out of alignment with the planet Mercuruto. Okay. Had to scroll down a little there. Mercuruto is a very important celestial body in the Orman system, since it orbits the Lizard Septum Nebula once every 2 to 3 generations, based of course on the amount of guano consumed and how many elders live after their meal. Said planet orbits a star known as Kelproso, and there are 4 other planetoids in the stellar system within the habitable zone. Only 3 of the 5 planetoids are inhabited by an intelligent race. Intelligent meaning they are capable of putting butter onto an axle of a cart in order to grease said apparatus to make it move and rotate a connected wheel more freely. The other 2 planets, Lilkreth and Uhitrev, are inhabited by inferior peoples who instead use margarine or comparable refined vegetable oil. The last 2 planets listed are Ninjurat and Fionafar. These are the dominant worlds. The races that inhabit said worlds are known as the Antilda and the Daugur. Capitalization preferences apply to aforementioned races. All worlds have been inhabited by life since early after their formation, after the Teufrop supercluster went hypernova after colliding with a neighboring system known as Borgon 167. These two bodies had begun moving towards each other since the Attractus Magna began its fourth cycle of expansion after the stellar system came into being. How such things came to be, or why they came to be, is of much speculation and argument among the peoples of these 5 worlds. All races communicate to one another's planetoid through the use of colored helium bursts which rise past the equivalent Kármán line. These clouds are produced from burning compressed incense grain found deep within anhydrous brine pools located near the equator of these 5 worlds. How such brine pools came to exist separate each other on each planet is also a matter of debate. The way the people of Mercuruto measure time is in the form of pebbles skipped across a lake. Time seems to progress in perpetuity, so only events and tasks that take an especially remarkable amount of effort and resources are recorded for the sake of historical brevity. Each skip of a rock across the lake represents the rounded equivalent of 1 decasecond. If another skip occurs directly after the first, the decasecond is... and that's it. I stopped writing, for it was time to retire to the land of dreams. So, I guess that's a little bit of how my mind works there, just organically and flowing. I, of course, would not want to necessarily start speculating on what could happen next. I wouldn't want to, say, wing it, or just by speaking things randomly, because, again, there are the people of the 5 worlds that I'm going to have to be held accountable to, you know? So, I guess what else could be said, you know? Who knows, really? I wonder, well, you can let me know what you think if you care to in the comments based off of what was said there. But yeah, no, this game here reminds me of an old Macintosh game that my dad used to have way back in the day called Troubled Souls, and it was sort of a pipe maze game like this. I think it had more to do with sludge than a ball rolling around it, though. But the thing is, it was locked to a floppy disk, a 3.5-inch floppy disk back in the day. And as far as my father could tell, the disk he got was probably defective, because he could never get it to function on any of his computers, whether it was the LC520, the LC2, or the Performa model that came shortly after it, though that one he called sluggish, so he ended up giving it for free to my aunt and uncle who live up in the north of my province. So yeah. But yeah, you know, it's and I had no idea what kind of game it was. I mean, if you look it up on the internet, the cover of it, it kind of has, like, it's kind of dark and gray, and there's like a circular gear, if I'm remembering it. I'm not even looking at it right now, but it's got like a gray-faced man with milky white eyes with a blank expression on his face. Troubled Souls, was it? Yeah. Kind of sounds like the sort of game that would be given away for free on the Mac Addict discs that used to exist at the time. I think they started doing that in, say, 1995 or 1996, and I think it continued maybe into the early 2000s, or maybe I could be wrong about that, but they certainly don't do it anymore. You know, the whole idea of shareware is kind of poo-pooed, I suppose, by the game development community, because everything is money nowadays, you know. The thing with shareware is, as far as I can understand it, is that programmers would code these programs or games. They would release them in magazine discs like Mac Addict or something, or a Amiga Visions, I think it was called, or something like that. And then you would try it out. It'd be the full game and everything. You try it out, and if you liked it, then morality and honor would behoove you to send the programmer some money. In the form of some kind of money order, I would believe at the time. I don't think that you could do it electronically at that point yet. But, I suppose my dad certainly liked that, and he was definitely the kind of guy who would say, you know what, if I like a product, then I'll certainly pay for it, I would say nowadays a lot of people, including myself, we're pretty selfish, so, I mean, if I didn't have to pay for it, then it would behoove me, at least in my current situation, to just basically say, hey, wink and a nod and a salute, buddy, thanks for the game, it's great. Hopefully somebody else can pad out your wallet for the next little while, other than myself. But, I mean, I know of no real shareware source nowadays. I mean, if you don't have to pay for a game outright, then it's likely that it'll have advertisements or things like that, which are super annoying. So, but I mean, yeah, it's the changing landscape of video gaming, PC gaming, programming, that sort of thing. Yeah, you won't see that sort of thing probably ever again nowadays, because the environment is just not conducive to it. Oh, help. Oh, wow. I don't even know what I have no idea what you're even really supposed to do. I mean, I don't even see like an obvious endpoint or something. Like, are you supposed to connect everything into one long continuous loop or something? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Weird. But yeah, okay, so we're at level 98. 99. 100. Alrighty. Yeah, couldn't even put my name in there. And all the colored balls are just hovering in midair, ever so happy, with the strange monolithic, like, oh, okay, they're tiles with pipes on them, I see. Alright, let's hurry this cutscene up a little, let the star rise, or I'm not sure what kind of environment this is. Congratulations on your superb gameplay. Yeah, thank the coders at Game Hacking. Your skill and proficiency are truly worthy of our admiration. Such mental quickness and physical dexterity can only be found in a champion of your caliber. I think caliber is spelt wrong. I think it's supposed to be R-E. With these words of honor and esteem, we grant you the venerable title of the Time Ball Wizard. Your virtuosity has been recognized. Well, well. Special and ever so lucky me. Okay. Alright. Shooting stars, moving stars. Oh. Alrighty then. Well, I hoped you liked that ramble. I hoped you like my story of the Legend of the Land so far. Perhaps just when I feel like it, I can't. It has to be organic. It just has to be like, hey, I've got nothing else to do. I guess I'll write more of that story. So yeah. Perhaps I shall. Yeah, if the game doesn't glitch out on me, perhaps I shall do that at some point. So, yeah, well, that's nice to know. Okay, well, other than that, I have been Skwatter of the Sprites Templar. It is unknown as to whether or not the Sprites Templar exist in the same universe as Mercuruto and the other planets, but only time will tell. Already, I have been Skwatter of the Sprites Templar, and it seems that we have completely shat the bed on this program, so I've beaten it. That's my playthrough. I'm out. Peace.